Hi there, it's Jennifer Trask, mindset coach for driven entrepreneurs, and welcome to the fourth of 7 videos on entrepreneurial stories that sabotage. So I'm going through these because it's part of an actual bigger series we have going on called Change Your Story, Change Your Results, hashtag CYSCYR. And I'm doing this series because as a mindset coach, one of the things I've noticed over the years is that the biggest thing that stops us from getting what we want is the story we keep telling ourselves about why we can't have it. And having been working with entrepreneurs for a decade and being one myself, I've noticed a trend of some of the biggest stories that really sabotage people and stop them from getting what they really want. So we're debunking all of these and we're getting them out there so that you can identify it, because you can't fix a problem you don't know exists. And oftentimes these stories that we have, we don't even know that we have them. All right, so that being said, here's the fourth story. This one is big, especially for some of the generation who are not used to tech so much. This is the tech is too hard story. Now, I cannot tell you how many times I have heard this one from clients. But I am here to tell you that the tech is too hard is indeed just a story. Why? Well, it's simple, because either you can learn it because you are a smart person who can learn some things, or 2, you can delegate it. So the fact that the tech is too hard, and oh, by the way, we live today in a society where actually most of the tech you need to build your business is pretty easy once you get used to it. It's really just a practice deal, right? Like any skill, you just have to practice it. But how does this really show up? Well, this shows up in someone saying, like, let's say you're someone who wants to do webinars, and then you try to find a webinar platform, and then you're like, oh, like this is so hard. What do I even look for? I don't know. Like there's so many buttons to press and things like this. And then you just basically don't do the webinar. But in reality, you're probably a smart cookie, or you could even find someone who could help you with this, as well as most webinar platforms and other tech platforms have fantastic help sections now, usually with videos on how to do things and support centers you can call. So really, it usually is just a story you're telling yourself so that you don't actually have to do the webinar and put yourself out there. So if this is a story you've been telling yourself, fess up in the comments. We've all been there, and don't worry, you're not alone. This is definitely a very common story, but it's really important, because then what happens is if you tell yourself this and then you don't do the webinar, you don't get on video and do a Facebook Live or whatever you want to do, then you don't get the visibility you need, and your future clients can't find you. And we don't want that. We want them to find you. So if this is one of the stories you've been telling yourself, or you know someone who tells themselves this, comment and share this video with them, because they need to see it. And also, if this is a story you tell yourself and you want help moving past it, make sure you private message me, because I have something really juicy coming up that's going to help everybody get rid of their crappy stories, so you can really get out there and shine and get the results you want in business. All right, so thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next video 5 of 7. We'll see you then.